What up, what up, what up, what up? Only grown folks allowed. If you grown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get into it, man. Growing up, we often told to never judge a book by its cover. But when it comes to relationships, it's important that everybody on the same page. Because often when we jump into these relationships, everybody ain't on the same page, and that's how you end up in a situation you didn't want from the beginning, but you chose that, and you have to deal with it until you leave it and disconnect from that whole vibe, right? And most of the time we got to blame that on ourselves as men, because and I'm speaking in general, not me personally, because I experienced that, where I often chose the weak woman over the strong woman. And because I was choosing the weak women, the expectations I had for them, they never came to light, because I was having an expectation for someone out of someone. I was expecting something out of someone that couldn't get that to me, because I picked something based off of something else. And often we do that. We gonna go off and, strong women sometimes intimidate men, because most men feel like they lack control when women are strong. And that's emotionally and mentally. Most men love to mess with women that they can get over, push over, control the situation. But when you're dealing with strong women, somebody that can secure their own environment, someone that does for themselves, at the end of the day, if they are alone, they will love themselves until they have that significant other. They're a homebody. They're just a good person. They have their self-respect is all the way up. The meter is full, right? We don't pick that, because that ain't who at the club. We gonna pick that girl that's, you know what I'm saying? No offense to nobody, because even I grew up like that, with my mom being on assistance, and so that doesn't dictate whether you strong. How long you stay in that position dictate how strong you are, because some people get comfortable in that position and they stay there. A strong woman understands that ain't what she wants. That ain't the environment she want her kids to grow up in, to live in. She want to have that space for her kids to be comfortable. She want a space for herself to be proud of. She want to earn a keep for herself and her family. That's a strong woman. One that's able to do that without no man. That's also the same type of woman that you more or less have to chase after, versus meeting one time and getting her number, and on a Monday, and Tuesday you in her bed. It don't happen that fast with good women. You have to earn your keep. And because of that, we run off to the projects. We end up in the club talking to a girl. We know she stay in the projects. She stay in the hood. She's struggling. She come with a suitcase for problems. When you at her house, her baby daddy knocking on the door. You chose that over a girl that told you no 2-3 times, because she ain't easy. She got self-respect, so she checked you about coming out of the wrong way. She ain't respond to your DMs. So now you talking to a stripper. Now you involved with the stripper. Now you trying to get the stripper to stop stripping, because you wanted to be a good woman. Nigga, you chose a hood rat. You want a good woman, you got to choose a good woman. Men, I'm talking to y'all when I say this. Stop running from good women, because some of y'all might actually have good women that like y'all, and y'all might pass up the opportunity because you chasing what you like instead of chasing what you need, which makes you a fucking idiot. Now while you laying in the projects, wondering why they unlocking the door, coming in, just checking, and you got to dive in the closet because you really ain't supposed to be there. Nigga, that's the situation you chose. Because even if you meet a good woman in a situation like that, the minute that y'all connect and become an item, becomes the time that you trying to remove her from that space. We not finna sit here in no relationship and act like we comfortable in the projects. We not finna act like we comfortable on Section 8. I'm not finna run in and out the house when these white folks come because I ain't supposed to be here. We finna stabilize our environment. Niggas don't want that. Then you wonder why, if you a street dude, you go outside, and then when something happens and you go to jail, your girl gone too, because she need to replace you with another you. Another nigga just like you. That's what you chose. Don't blame that bitch. Blame yourself for being a dummy. Because 9 times out of 10, men disregarded the broad that rode for them to the fullest, loved them to the fullest, showed you everything you needed to be shown for you to commit to that person, but you chose what you liked versus what you needed. And we make that mistake still to this day. We've been making that mistake for decades. And in return, that's the reason why women losing respect for us and lost respect for us. Now we got women out here trying to play the role of a man. And I'm not saying they want a role reverse, but I'm saying they have to be stronger than what they used to be. It's more like a defense mechanism than it is a toxic trait. You understand what I'm saying? So my whole thing about us, we got to grow up, bruh. Niggas got to get up. Niggas, if you're 30, you got to grow up, bruh. You in a relationship, you're 30, you got kids, you got to grow up, bruh. It's time to grow up, bruh. Quit thinking weak-minded. You can't want the best of everything and be the worst of everything. You want a good woman, you got to be a good man. You want a strong woman, you got to be a strong man. And until you get to that point, accept what you get out of who you deal with, because you ain't there yet. Only grown folks allowed. Remember, we can't always judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you got to open it up and read it to the end to understand.